Hi guys, good morning. I will show you how to make this kissing bell that you can use for the reception of the wedding. As you can see, we have the silver ribbon and the kissing bell tag where you could actually read ring for a kiss, and this red paper cloth flower as the accent, and the two pearls in the middle, and the silver bell. Alright, now this is really just easy to make. I will show you the finished products that I already made, and I still have to make 30 of this. The materials are, you have the pearls, the kissing bell tag. You have to make and print this ahead of time. For the wedding of Kath and Norman in June, the motive of the wedding is red and white, and Kath, the bride, really likes the maple leaf, so we add here the maple leaf. And we have here the needle and the thread. You could use white thread and the red flower. Alright, and you can buy this at any accessory store for the dressmakers. And there are some of the bells that I already made, the knottings for the silver ribbon. I have here some set of different ribbons. Actually, this is the one that I made, and this one at the bottom you can see is the silver ribbon, but we will use that later for the souvenirs. And I've already made a cutting of this ribbon here, and this is like the length, right? Almost, if you fold it in the middle, because you have to fold it in the middle, it would look like this. It's more of like 6 inches, so you have to make like 12 inches of that, and you have to cut that ahead of time. I have all of it here, and the bells that I would use. Alright, and I have the scissor and the set of thread and all of these things you need. I chose to really use the thread and the needle at first, but later on, after, I would be using the glue gun or the Mighty Bond if you want. These are the really stronghold glues. I will also use that later on. Alright, so I will show you how to make this kissing bell. It would be really easy. Alright, I'll just have to ask a couple of your time. Alright, here you go. Alright. So what you need first is you get the bell, and make sure that there's this small thing in the middle, because this is the one that really brings it. And you can see there's a hole. This is where you actually insert the ribbon. So I told you this ribbon is 12 inches long, and you have to fold it in the middle, and this is the latter part of the folded end, and you just have to put this here in the middle. Alright, and you have to make a square knot, but the square knot, it should be really stronghold and tight. I wanted to put it by the side, so as you can see, it looks like that. So you just have to make sure that it really is so tight. Alright, and this is going to be just the tail end of the ribbon, you can see. Alright, as you can see, it's standing up just like that, and you can hold it. Alright, the next step that we will do now is you have to get your needle, alright, here. And it's really better that if you already prepared some of that. So you have to insert this thread here in the needle. Make sure that it's not too long. Cut it, because if you make it really long, it's just gonna tangle when you sew it already. So mine is just like 6 inches long, and you have to make a square knot at the latter end to lock it. Alright, I usually make 2 square knots because I want to make sure that it's really sure that it's locked. Alright, so now that we have that, you have to get the paper cloth flower, right? And then you have to get 2 pearls here from the strand, because we will use the 2 pearls in the middle. Alright, you have to sew somewhere here. You can see this flower has a hole, a tiny hole in the middle. Do not sew in the hole. So you have to sew here somewhere there is no hole, and then sew in the pearl. The pearl has a tiny hole too. So, oh, sorry, I have to get that. Make sure that it's 2 pearl. Alright, we'll have to get one again. So this will be here. It looks like that, and you have to sew it at the next or the adjacent area, just like that. Right, and it will look like it has an accent in the middle. Alright, now you're ready to sew and attach it by the side of this ribbon. Alright, just like that. Sew it there. Okay, hold it, and you can see that it's attaching, but you have to lock it, so you have to make sure that you sew it there. At the back of the flower. Alright, some people would really just use the glue gun just to make things easier to make. I would also use that later on. Okay, now you can hold it and try to test it with your hand if it's really tight. And I would try to lock it here. Sure. I will lock it here. Okay, so it's just like that, and make a square knot just so that it won't get somewhere, but just in the right place. That's what I always do to lock the ones that I have sewn. Alright, and then cut it. Alright, so now it's showing just like that. Let me adjust it. Alright, again, after you did that, you have to make a square knot at the latter end of the thread. Alright, in preparation for attaching the tag. Alright, we'll get the tag and 1 pearl. Alright, here you go. So what you need to do is you have to make sure that the tag isn't really too high, or just enough for the people, for the guests to read what's written in the tag. Alright, and you have to hold this first part of the ribbon and sew right in the middle of it where there is enough space, and you have to get that pearl as the accent. You can use any accent if you want. This is just perfect for the white accent of the silver. So it's showing up like this. Alright, show you. Okay, and to make sure that this won't really fall off, you have to sew it from the back of that. Right, you can use any type of ribbon just to make sure that it will attach. Some ribbons, they actually melt when you use a glue gun or a stronghold melting kind of glue, but this one is really easy because you just have to sew it just to make sure. And what I use for the here is the Mighty Bond. Right, so there you go, it's already finished. We're finished with the tag with the pearl in the middle and the flower in the middle, and this is where the guests will hold it, and they will just kind of support it by the side of the bell, and they could just ring it if they would actually ask the couple to kiss. Now if you have questions about this kissing bell creation, you could just check out my multiply site. That will be www.casvhosting.events sorry, .multiply.com. Alright, and you will be off to come up with some other of your ideas. This is just one of my ideas to make it affordable. Now I will be making some VIP place cards later on, and I will also share to you that video. Thank you for watching this kissing bell video creation, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.